Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my channel, Lexquisite Life, where we learn to live our lives exquisitely, one plan at a time. So, this is video 3 or 4, I can't remember, of our planner lineup setup for 2020 playlist. I haven't come up with a title yet, so we're gonna roll with it. I think we're just gonna call it 2020 lineup playlist, because 2022, what year am I living in, child? So the first planner that I want to set up, like full planner that I want to set up, is my faith planner. So this is going to be the same cover and rings. The guts are just changing a little bit. So I've taken pretty much everything out of this planner except for just the note pages that were in the back. So what am I reading? I don't know what that was. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was like, I don't know what these notes are from. However, I am going to be using these dividers. These dividers came out of the Faith's Notes book. And I'm going to be using these for my sections. So really what I need to do is take this one out. I don't even know what this page is, so I probably need to throw this page in. Girl, this is from 2020. Yeah, we have no idea what those notes are from. We're gonna, matter of fact, I'm not gonna put it in here. We're gonna take both of those out. Okay. So, I'm using these dividers to divide up my sections, even though technically I don't need them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, anywho, the front of this is still pretty much, very much so the same. This is the title page from this faith planner that came out fall 2019 for the 2020, I was gonna say the 2020 school year. The 2020 calendar year. And I love the colors, so I left it. And then these are just the front pages. I still haven't found a use for them quite yet. So we just leaving them there. They're doing what they're doing. I think I have thought about covering this up with some cardstock. I just haven't figured out what I want to do yet, so I'm leaving that alone. So here is my first, oh yes, that's why I wanted the dividers. So my first section, this faith planner / war binder is going to be 3 separate sections. So previously I had this 3 separate sections. It was a daily scripture section, oh my gosh, devotional notes section, and then a regular note pages section. So I'm doing it a little different this time because I realized that I am not a daily scripture girl. I don't write it down daily. I know you're supposed to spend time with God daily. I prefer to do that with prayer. For me, because like I said, I'm starting my relationship. I don't want to say I'm starting it over, but I came away from Christ for a little bit and I'm bringing myself back. So the first section is going to be my sermon notes. So what I'm going to use is, I still want to have my sermon notes divided by months. So this tab, I'm going to put sermon notes on it. Let me grab, I think I'm going to go with the jewel tones. And I had it out already. Now I just have to find it. Oh, here it is. So I think I'm going to use the jewel tones because I kind of want to use whatever color is going to match the divider. I don't want them to stick out too much. Because like I said, this is my faith planner. I want the focus to be on, I have exactly one of those gray ones left. Look at God. Won't he do it? I want why can't I talk right now, y'all? Probably because I've been filming all day. This is video like 4 or 5 because I'm trying to get ahead of the curve on my filming. So I'm just going to put this one here. And I'm going to write it with my Micron 2. Just because that's the first pen I picked up. And I just put sermon notes on that first section, this first tab right here. So in this section, and I'm filming this, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm filming this in October. It's probably not gonna go up till sometime in November, but I wanna use this for church tomorrow. So this first section, I'm going to use some of the daily sheets from this planner, but the ones that I have to redo how I did this whole situation. This whole situation setup thing that I got going on in here. And this is most definitely trash. All of this right here. It's trash. I didn't even know it was in there. Let me get to, I think this is one of the sections that I'm looking for. Yes. So, I'm not going to necessarily be using the monthly, so I am going to leave that portion in here. But I'm going to take this section out. I probably should have only grabbed half of it at the time because it would have came out smoother, but whatevs. So I'm going to take this section and I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here. Now this is where it's going to be a little tricky, so to speak. So I have my dividers from that planner that I showed you before. And because I wanted to keep these and use these again, and I know I'm not going to need the calendar page, I just bought some cardstock and covered them with cardstock. I think by the time this video comes out, I will already have posted the video that shows how I did this hack. And I love it, especially because I realized that a faith planner isn't for me, but I love having the dividers to still separate things out. So we are currently at the filming of this video in the month of October. So I'm going to take the October divider and put it right here. And I have some sermon notes from last Sunday that I want to go ahead and put in. And I don't remember. Let me go look at my calendar. Last Sunday was the second Sunday. I was about to say, I think it was the first Sunday. No, it wasn't, because we didn't take communion. It was the second Sunday. So we have 3 more Sundays in this month. So I'm going to go ahead and put those couple pages. Well, I'll throw an extra one in just in case. And then in November, I'm going to go ahead and add in my November tab. November, we have 4 Sundays. Yeah, we have 4 Sundays in November. So I'm just going to do 4 pages because I'm not sure how much of this page I'm going to actually use up. Because I'm going to use, how I plan on using it is the major points to a sermon I'm going to put up here. And then any sub points I'm going to put down here. Or maybe I'll put like the topics. But the sub points I'm going to put right here. So this I'm going to be filling out during church as church is going on. So that's how I plan on using that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put December in and just leave the rest of these pages in the back of this section. And then what I'm also doing is the second section. So that's our first section, is sermon notes, where we're going to use our blue daily sheets because, you know, I got to keep up with the aesthetic of this planner. You know, we already got a lot of blue and cool tones going on, you know. Oh, let me go ahead and I have some tabs. I'm going to go ahead and pop this one in. This is just going to keep my place for, you know, the sermon notes. And I may go back, and last Sunday I took notes on my phone. So I may go back and, or I may keep taking notes on my phone, and I don't know. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to write this up during church or if I'm going to write it up after church and just keep taking notes on my phone during church. I haven't quite decided. I do want to make sure that I want these so that I can go back through some sermons, you know, when the Spirit calls me to it. So there's that. This next section is going to be our devotional stash Bible study section. So let me go ahead and get another colorful box to use for this tab. Let's see. Do we, I don't know if the pink is really like, oh yeah, this is cool. This one would have been better. Let me see if I have it in my other jewel tone sticker book. I wish I had another one of these. Honestly, I wish I would have caught when Mojo Jojo. Yeah, that's better than this real light color. And then this one is just too dark. Okay. I wish I would have caught when Mojo Jojo was selling her jewel tone sticker book. I missed it and I'm so mad about it, y'all. I'm so mad. So this one I'm going to put devotional. And if you know me, you know I can't spell. So I hope I spelled that correctly. If not, I know what it means and that's all that matters. So I'm gonna put devotional right there. And in this section, it's going to be note pages. Oh, no, it's not going to be note pages. That's right. Okay, let me do some things real quick. Let me move this out. Put this right here. Okay. So, my devotional pages, I still want to use the horizontal layout for this. So, I do have some... Where am I going? I don't even know if I want to be bothered with that. No, let me not even. And these are outdated pages. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. These are outdated from like 2020 or 2019. And what I'm doing, I'm just leaving the dividers, but I'm taking all the other pages and just popping them in here. Because even though I have it split in 3 sections right now, when I go to move, like when this starts to get too chunky and I go to move things out, I'm going to have everything grouped together by the month. So I'm going to have like all my sermon notes for October, and then it'll go straight into my devotional pages for October. That's how I have it separated once I get all the way into the groove of things. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop all of these in. It's not much. I think it's only going to put me to the end of the year. And then after I run out of these pages, I've already decided that I'm going to buy inserts from Squared Plants, her undated horizontal layout. Because I like having... Oh, wow. I use this page. See, that's the thing with having bits and pieces of planners. You don't know what you've used, what you've not used. But have no fear. Sid is here. And Sid did not use the last week in July. So guess what? We just gonna pop this in. Bada bing, bada boom. Do what it needs to do. So that is the second section, which is our devotional section. And I started reading Woven, and then I stopped. So I'm going to go back to reading that. But I'm going to do my devotionals once a week. And my goal is to read 4 chapters. I may do 4. 2 or 4. I haven't decided if I'm going to do 2 or 4. Because the way her book is broken up, the chapters are even broken up into bite-sized sections for you to be able to swallow and digest. So I am going to... finish up with that. I may, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not gonna start that over. I'm just gonna, let me go on and get to it. Hold on y'all, because this is the wonderful thing about thinking things out loud. So that's 1 week, and this was the next week, and then, okay. I'll probably take a note page and just glue it over this one. And put, ooh, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna print out a cover of the book that I'm doing the devotional of. And then I'll put a piece of cardstock and print that cover on top. I'll print it on sticker paper and boom, there we go. That's gonna cover that up. So that way I'll just keep up with where I left off. Cause I don't care about the months up here. All of that does not matter. It's more so just for me to take notes. Like if I'm still in this book when we get to this calendar page, I'm gonna just glue these two pages together and then we'll just carry on until I've completed the book. My goal was to do one devotional a month, but like I said, I realized I was biting off way more than I could chew, because at the time that I thought about all that, I was not working the way that I'm working now. Like I'm still working, but how can I put it? I'm still working, but my job is becoming more demanding and more consistent, so I need to stay focused on that. So basically how I do my devotional notes is I do a little minimum decor, and then I write, like here, this was chapter 1. So I used 2 boxes for, well, this was the introduction, and then I used 2 boxes to write down my notes from chapter 1. So I try to, it doesn't necessarily have to only take a box. It can take more than 2 boxes. It just, whatever I need to write for my notes. And I'm writing my notes as I'm reading the book. I usually like read that section. So this was chapter 1, the time I scared little kids' parents. So I read all of chapter 1 and then I started writing about it, and then I flipped back through chapter 1 as I was writing about it to make sure that I was, retrieving the information correctly and actually comprehending what it was she was telling us. And then this is when I started chapter 2. And chapter 2, if I remember correctly, chapter 2 was broken up into like 2 sections. So I went ahead and wrote about the first section of chapter 2 and then the second section. And then I started, oh, this is still chapter 2. Yeah, so chapter 2 was four sections at least. Yeah. And so I'm gonna keep on with that. These dividers are from the wedding collection that came out 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And I felt like these 2 were the perfect ones to use. I think there's a third one, but I have to look for it. I don't know where it's at. But these 2 were the perfect one to use, because what other purpose should I use these for besides with my loving relationship with God? So that's why I have those in here. And then this is the third divider I'm using, but I don't know where my third divider is to this. It's probably hiding out somewhere, and I'm gonna have to look for it. So this last section is just simply gonna be any notes, journals. Like this is my me and God section, my private section with God. So let me go ahead and grab a label for this, and I think I'm going to use a green one for this, because obviously the page is green, even though you can't see it on the tab, but they gotta coordinate. I'm going to use this light green. Okay, I'm going to use this light green one, and we're just going to put journal. Because there's some days when I just want to get some things off my chest, talk to God, and sometimes you don't want to turn to the world with your problems. Sometimes you just got to get it out your mind on some paper. And I'm a writer. I'm good at writing out my feelings. I'm not good at voicing how I feel. I'm trying to get better at that. So this is my face planner setup, and I love it. These were just some skinny note pages that I had in the front of here from way back when I was using this for something else. So let me actually put this, well, I was still using that as face planner, but I was face planning differently. My face planner has been a journey to find planner piece with it, and I think this may be what I need, because it has what I would intend to use it for in every section. So, oh, I didn't put my thing in here, and it's gonna mark whatever page I'm on in this section. And I'm so excited, you guys. Like, I think I finally got this figured out. And I mean, it's cute too. You can't knock it because it's cute. And so I'm gonna start, you know, carrying this to church with me. And by the time January rolls around, you know, when I do my end of the year flip through of all my planners, by the time January rolls around, I think I'll be very consistent with this, and I'll continue to grow in the Lord and in my faith and in who He wants me to be. So this little paperclip, I believe my planner bestie, she either gave this to me or she made it for me. One of the two. I can't remember honestly, but I know it came from her. I can guarantee that much. So put this right here and put that on the inside. That's cute. I may even need to get like some planner charms or something for this planner too. I think that would be cute. Like some crosses and stuff. Yes. So thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye now.